Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I have some lore to discuss, which is in relation to a collector card that I got for Christmas. Now, I wanted to make this video back when I got it, but I've been a bit busy recently, so I'm only having an opportunity to record it now. Going forward for a lot of these videos, I'm going to be more informal because I'm just having less and less time, so that means less... well, not that I ever had great editing to begin with, but it certainly means less editing in the content going forward. So this will just be kind of an informal look into the lore of this card that I think is super deep. Well, Obscure EU, now that I think about it, this could be a part of the Obscure Star Wars EU video series. Maybe I'll release it as such. So this is a collector card for Han Solo. Let's see when it'll focus. There we go. Okay, it's part of a card line called Star Wars 1 Year Earlier, Star Wars Illustrated. I believe it's by Topps. Yes, it is. I just confirmed on the back of the card. And it's Star Wars number, I think it might be number 10, Star Wars Illustrated 1 Year Earlier series. And it depicts Han Solo and Dengar, which is quite interesting, as well as a female character in the back. Let's see if it'll focus again. There, a female character in the back, a dude in astronaut armor, Chewbacca, and a Zygerian character, who's clearly a member of the Zygerian species, also here. Now, the interesting part of this card is, of course, going to be the lore, and the lore is on the back. Star Wars Illustrated 1 Year Earlier, Han Solo. Outlander Club Coruscant. So this is taking place at the Outlander Club, which I think is so fascinating that this then confirms that Han Solo visited the Outlander Club. Before Han Solo became a rebel hero and active enemy of the Empire, his life is decidedly undirected. Adventurer, gambler, and space smuggler, Solo and his Wookiee pal Chewbacca survive many a harrowing ordeal, frequently licking their wounds in clubs and cantinas of ill repute. Known as a swaggering scoundrel with an appetite for the ladies, this devil-may-care captain and his towering co-pilot will stumble upon Luke Skywalker and Ben Kenobi in one such establishment. Art by Grant Gold. As you can see, 2013 Lucasfilm Ltd. From Topps. And this is part of their 1 year earlier series of cards. So, this is part of a collector card series that establishes some lore. So, as you can see, it's new art, new license art, but it's also new lore behind it, because it places Han Solo on Coruscant at the Outlander Club. Now, people can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this is the first indication that Han visited the Outlander Club in the entire expanded universe. So I made note of this as there is a Tales from Outlander Club fan fiction going on, and so decided that I'd write in a Zygerian female to my story, who I dubbed Lwasanka as the name for the character. I just kind of made that name up. But in my fan fiction that I'm writing for Tales from the Outlander Club, which is the sequel to Tales from the Boonta Eve Club, which I did a video on recently. So for writing Tales from the Outlander Club, I wrote in a Zygerian female, placed her in the club, called her Lwasanka, and that is meant to be an official designation, well, a fan fiction designation for the unnamed character that we see on this card. So I think there's interesting lore to this. It shows that Dengar is in Imperial City on Coruscant at the Outlander Club. It shows that Chewie and Han made it there, and it places a TCW species with Zygerians in the Outlander Club on Coruscant as well. So, what was Han doing talking to a Zygerian, probably slaver, as most Zygerians are? What was he doing? What on earth was he doing talking to a Zygerian slaver on Coruscant in the Outlander Club? I don't know. But maybe the fanfiction will eventually explore it. I just think that this card is such a fascinating and really cool little piece. I enjoy it quite a lot. It's definitely some deep, obscure EU lore. I don't know how much more obscure you can get than collector cards establishing that characters went to places that we didn't know they went to yet. So this is just a cool tidbit from one of the collector cards. It's now the second Star Wars collector card that I own. I showed off in a short recently this Bol's Roar card in honor of the story I wrote for him in the Tales from the Boon to Eve fanfiction collection. This from the Young Jedi card, collector's card game series. So now I own 2 cards within the EU, within the Star Wars Expanded Universe for my EU collection. I might as well mention it here, but a couple people were asking if there will be a yearly January Star Wars collection update from the channel. I have really not gotten that much Star Wars stuff since the last update. Really haven't. There might be a few new things, but I just don't think it's worth a new video. I think the last one's still pretty in date. So I'm not planning on doing the annual January collectors tour for the Star Wars collection this year. I just don't think it's worth it. I just don't think I have enough stuff for it yet, if that makes sense. But yeah, so uploads will probably be a little bit infrequent for a little while. I'm busy with some other stuff that I have commitments to at the time being. But looking forward to 2025 in this new year. I have a couple other uploads that are done, just need edited, and will be posted pretty soon. So yeah, I thought that card was super interesting. I really enjoyed the lore behind it. I thought it's a pretty fascinating and worthwhile addition to my collection. So let me know what you think of the card. Do you think it was pretty foolhardy of Han Solo to be on Coruscant under the Imperial rule 1 year before the Battle of Yavin? I think that was pretty foolhardy. So yeah, I just think it's pretty fascinating lore implications to that. And I think that what the EU did well was have so much that just contributed pieces. And when you've read all of it like I have, at this point I'm kind of scraping at the bottom of the barrel while we don't have any more EU content. Because I've read all of it, well, most of it. There's a couple short stories out there, but I've read all the comics and novels, and young readers. So yeah, I'm kind of scraping at the bottom of the barrel for finding new stuff to enjoy. So this collector card having a paragraph in it that I just happened to stumble upon was like liquid gold. It was something new, something worthwhile, and definitely obscure expanded universe lore. So I'll probably toss this into the obscure Star Wars EU series with a new thumbnail. And yeah, see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoy, and let me know in the comments. Again, what do you think of this? Do you like that Han was at the Outlander Club? Do you dislike it? Let me know.